So my creative process, it usually starts with an unexpected inspiration. I usually get like an idea for a melody or like a cool chord progression, and it just pops into my head. I could be anywhere, really. Um, then I try to capture it somehow. If I'm at home and I have my guitar, I'll usually pick up the guitar and try to figure out that idea, that melody. And if it's a melody, I try to figure out what chords would go with it. If it's a chord progression, then I can start maybe messing around with the melody that goes with it. But it all starts with an initial idea that just goes into my head. If for whatever reason I don't have my guitar, if I'm not home, then I'll usually get my iPhone and I'll hum the idea into the phone so that when I do eventually get home, then I'll get my guitar and figure it out. After that, I just flesh out an arrangement when I revisit it later and I'm properly actually sitting down to working on it. Instrumentation and just kind of flesh it out to finish it. I rarely sit down in front of my computer to try to write a song, and rarely do I sit down with my guitar and try to write a song. It's usually these ideas that just come to me from out of the blue anywhere that I have to capture and get under my fingers as soon as possible and figure out how to put the song together and then put it out. So the biggest risk that I think I've ever taken was actually deciding to pursue music as a career. I used to have a steady job, very secure, good pay, benefits, but I decided I was going to quit that job and follow my passion, even though it meant stepping into a world that was uncertain, especially when it came to money. But it definitely wasn't an impulsive move. It was a carefully considered leap into this world that was unknown to me. But nearly 30 years later, that choice really has opened a lot of doors that I never thought would be open. I've done things that I've never thought I would do. I wake up every morning feeling very happy that I'm a musician. I feel creative every day. I think like an artist. This time has allowed me to grow as an artist, and it's also taught me the value of persistence and trusting in my vision, in my creative vision. And sometimes it's a reminder that the greatest rewards come from taking risks. I truly believe that today's artists have significantly more control over their careers when compared to even just a few years ago, or even when I started my career back in the 1900s. The fundamentals, however, remain the same whether you were back then or now. You still have to work hard to perfect your craft, to write music that resonates with your audience, deliver incredible shows. All that remains the same. But thanks to today's streaming platforms and social media, you no longer need to be signed with a record label to finance your recordings or secure radio play or invest in videos to promote your single. Instead, artists now can independently record, promote, distribute, and even film their own videos at a fraction of the cost. It really has democratized the industry with these changes and have allowed artists to maintain creative freedom of their visions and their careers and build the genuine relationships with their audience. It's really an exciting time that forces every new artist now to be more self-reliant and innovative and put success into their own hands. A lot of people think that being an independent artist means you're just out there playing music for fun. But there's a lot more to it, especially when you don't have a big label backing you. As an independent artist, you're not only crafting your sound and making sure you sound great and writing great music, but you're also managing your brand, you're booking the gigs, you're handling the marketing, the money that comes in, it's really a balancing act between being creative on one hand and running a business on the other. The freedom of doing that all on your own is amazing, but the reality is that independence demands that you wear all these multiple hats, and it's not as easy as it looks. I was immediately drawn to SoundSplore because it's built from the ground up specifically for independent artists like me. And it's not just another music distribution system, although there is that. You can upload your music and have your fans listen to it directly. But it's much more than that. It's more of a complete system that not just helps you, but it empowers you with all the different options that it has. First of all, they have a payment model that pays 4 times as much as a regular streaming platform. But it's more than just the money. The app also features things like live streaming. It features fan clubs, tipping. People can tip you on there. People can buy merch at the merch store. So all this is kind of extra revenue for the independent artist, and it also connects you directly with the fans. So it helps with that, and it helps kind of build a sustainable career. These are all things that independent artists definitely need. And nowadays, with all the competition, having an all-in-one partner like SoundSplore on your side, it truly makes a difference.